Hey, I made it to here another day, man. I made it to here another day. Can't tell me shit. We closer to this shit crashing down, you feel me? I'm at war, and I know what's up on my planet. I know what's happening to me, you feel me? I'm at war. I'm at war on my own planet. All the betrayals, all the manipulation, all the disrespect. This is the new me now, y'all. This is the new me. I don't apologize if I'm unapproachable. I don't apologize for that. I don't apologize for anybody I kicked out of my life. But, I don't apologize for that. I don't apologize for anything that's happened. I don't care. The only thing I care about is my Zion and the greatness for all, the betterment of all good, of all righteousness coming back in order. You know what I'm saying? Really, whatever fits in that category, but definitely like any child alienation, any child alienation at all with anybody, right? That first and foremost. Um, the energy on this planet that's fucking up everything that would cause what we know today as like mental illness and stuff, right? Because that's a frequency, and that not only is that a frequency, but first off, I'm gonna say this: all the mental health stuff, all the mental illness, a lot of that shit isn't really mental illness. I'm gonna just say that a lot of that shit really be gifts and shit. But then the stuff that really is or whatever, right? You gotta look at what we're living in. You know, what would cause that? Don't look at that. Don't look at the problem. I mean, don't look at the problem off of saying, "Oh, this person's crazy." Da da da. Look what caused them. Look what made them like that. Or look what gave people the characteristics and traits to play out, which made them take the actions towards whoever, however, whenever, you know. And so let's be real right now. Like, it's just so much shit like that. But I'm gonna start off this live right. This will lower viewpoints of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You already know what the fuck it is, man. You gotta elevate. You gotta elevate over bullshit. Elevate over false control. You know, anything that's in that category of deception, wickedness. Anything that's in that category. You know, I had to skip the day yesterday to make sure like I hurried up and made it to today. Cause that's what I'm famous for, that shit. Like if it be too much in one day, y'all, I skip that whole shit. Cause I just got to get closer to this grid crashing. More CMEs in the planet. More sun activity, more activity with our brothers and sisters in the sky. More of the lies that they playing out. As distractions for you not to see what's really going on, or even who you are anatomically. Or just feel like you're in fear, like you can't do nothing to change it. You feel me? Like you can't do nothing. That's a lie. Everybody can play a part in the truth that's coming out right now, like the real truth, not what's being told, the real truth. Everybody can do something. Everybody play a part. Find out what your part is. I believe in you. I don't gotta know you believe in you. I believe in you. Go ahead and rock out. Go about it how you need to go about it. I'm on my planet. But I'm on other planets too. Literally right now as I speak to y'all, as crazy as that shit might sound. You know, but yeah, y'all, it's weird. It's a balance with me, right, y'all? Because it's a balance with me of like wanting to give y'all truth and talk about real truth, which I'm always gonna do, right? I'm always gonna do that. But like at the end of the day, it's like I want to make sure that I don't blur the lines too much. Like that I still let y'all know like I'm on y'all side to try to help y'all out however I can. Also, you feel me? I guess if that makes any sense. Like But I'm dealing with a lot though, y'all. Like I'm dealing with a lot of shit. Like I'm dealing with a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Like abnormal shit. But like I'm making it to your next day, and it's gonna be alright. You know, no matter what. Whether they try to jail me, they try to lock me up, they try to kill me. I got this soul. I come from a black woman. I'm gonna be alright, y'all. But it's like for me, I feel like it's almost the same with me with other people. I feel like a lot of people are trying to find ways to deal with what we're living in once they find out what it really is. You know, how foul it really is, you know, regardless of whatever side you're on. And in a way, I feel like I'm meant to like help everybody out with that. I'm gonna be real with y'all, because it's like I got the worst stuff like a lot, you know, like no disrespect to anybody else and shit like that, but I be seeing people on the internet, and it's crazy. Like a lot of these, I'm not saying it's to disrespect anyone, because I wouldn't wish homelessness or poverty on anybody, y'all. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, you know. I wouldn't. Not in a system monetary wise like this and shit. I really wouldn't. But at the same time, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like I be seeing so much people all the time on the internet that like get so much. That's how I be feeling like should be like a spiritual curse for me. Like I feel like sometimes people could just feel my bloodline, even if they don't know that's what they feeling from me or why they connected to me. You know what I'm saying? Or why they have an obsession with me, and they'll fight against it. You know, like it be so much people that's like homeless and stuff that be getting so much love. You know, I get a lot of love. I get a lot of love, but not on the internet though, like that. I don't get that really on the internet. Like I be seeing people be homeless and shit, and they'll be getting, and people be feeling so sorry for them and shit, and I be like, yo, I be going through that plus 10 times more on a daily basis though. On a daily basis though, and like the worst area, in like the richest area where the most racism is, where me as a black man I could get killed, like. But I don't say nothing though. I don't say nothing though. Because I know it's going to be a time to tell my story. And when I tell my story so vividly, when I tell it, y'all, I know it's going to be so crazy that it's going to be a lot of people that's almost going to play it like it couldn't have been that bad. It couldn't have been that bad. You didn't really go through this. You know what I'm saying? I know that's going to be people's reactions to like my stuff when I really, really tell my story deep in detail. I'm completely out of this situation. It's going to be people that, it's going to be so crazy, people aren't going to believe it. But it's going to be so much people in a short period of time that even if they don't want to vouch, I'll just go to certain areas, and then you'll see how people act towards me off of seeing me in a different manner, and it'll speak already for itself how they was treating me when I didn't have that level of money, or I wasn't on that, you know what I'm saying, that level financially, like literally, because that's how bad the energy is out here. You know what I mean? The energy is that bad that, you know what I mean? Like a lot of these people, they be scared of me going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like they jump out their way to try to make sure like they make sure like I don't go forward. You know what I'm saying? They be like on that type of time with me. So it's like I can't even imagine if I was to be rich and come back into Northern Virginia when I'm rich. What? How bad these people out here try to treat me and try to like break, how much they try to break my spirit every day. What? These people wouldn't know how to act, y'all. They would, I'd probably see them have all types of tax acting. So like, you know what I mean? I just got to make sure I make it to your next day, and I'm doing so. I'm very proud of myself. I'm making it to the next day every single day, and I'm seeing all the bullshit. Any and everyone that I kicked out of my life, they're still out of my life. There's nothing that they can do. They come in. I'm getting all this stuff done with my son. As far as anything that's been done to him that's bad or made him, you know, hurt in any shape, way, or form, I already know my brothers and sisters are going to give all and everyone who's responsible for that karma in the worst way. But it's going to be the worst way when y'all actually see some of these beings, though. Y'all have no idea, you know. And I'm gonna say this: anybody that's been associated with the mother of my child that's neuromelanated like me, if you're the son in the flesh like me, and you did something involving my child bad, oh man, woo! And here I am. I'm telling you. I'm letting you know that's on the way. That's on the way. You don't gotta believe me. I won't even argue with you. You know, if I seen you in person, I told you I wouldn't even. But that's on the way. I'm telling you, our brothers, best believe everything that's happening right now, y'all. Yes, I am here. I am. I come from the black woman, our species under psychological slavery. All of this, the lack of our awareness. But you say people in fear. Regardless, we're living against our own means in a docile state, right? But look, peep though. This shit's about children. This shit's about children. You know what I'm saying? So all of us that's talking about children, we don't care about anything else besides continue bringing attention to it. However, so until it's back in order, and these changes finish back on the planet. I told y'all see, I don't even get on TikTok no more. I don't even get on Instagram no more. And I just get on here like randomly for like 20 minutes or whatever, in the morning, the rise, and that's it. I'm in attack mode the whole day. I'm attacking this world out here. I touched so much people yesterday. You know what I mean? Like in a lot of different ways, I talk to people all the time, every day. Different shopping centers, all of that. I be making people aware. I be touching people firsthand. I be offending people firsthand also. You know what I'm saying? I be doing all of this. I'm about to do it right now. As soon as I get off here, I'm about to do it. Figure what I want to hit first. You know what I mean? I go where my soul tells me to go. Like I'm unstoppable. I'm unbreakable. Even when I was locked up, I was waking up to jail. Ask anybody that was locked up with me, they'll tell you I woke up to jail. I had the medical lady in Loudoun County. I had the medical lady shaking, where she didn't even come to the pod no more to give people their medicine. She had them come out. She felt uncomfortable off of what I was talking to her about when she was trying to talk to me about high blood pressure, not even knowing me. So it's like I'm not on none of that. Anybody that's jealous of me or anything like that, I know that y'all just scared of me achieving everything that I know that is meant for me, and that y'all know that's meant for me. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people are scared of my potential, so they try to diminish it or try to gaslight my success and my growth. You know what I'm saying? Anything that shows like I'm elevating, but that's not even just with me. That's a people thing. People do that with people in general. I didn't realize how often people do that with people, but I realize how often it is now. Like I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Majority of people that you come across in this world, they're very, very jealous. They're very, very jealous people. I'm not even trying to, like, I realized, like, at first I used to think, like, when I found out a lot of stuff, like, damn, everybody's not just fucked up people or anything like that. But, I don't want to say it like that. It's more like people don't want to heal. And people are stuck in their habits, all in different habits that they have. Everyone don't have the same habits, but we have a lot of the same habits also. But a lot of people don't want to heal, It's almost like a woman, like, for instance, even my situation, like, it's almost like a woman when she knows that she's been doing something or carrying out her behavior behind her man's back, almost like she's faithful, but she knows she's not being faithful, right? And it's like the same concept, y'all. Y'all know the concept when she knows she shouldn't have been doing shit. She probably got the warnings, everything, ignored it, You still played with fire because she wanted her cake. You wanted her cake and eat it too, right? Still played with fire. Fucked around and lost a man. Fucked around and lost a man forever. And like I said, these situations be worse when women have children with these men and stuff, because it's like, why would you put yourself in a position to be enemies or do something so bad that you can't even be in contact ever for the rest of your life with the person you had a child with? That's crazy. That's a chance. His mental issues not right to even take a chance like that, because that's not even a regular person. That's somebody that you have a child with. So you to do something like unforgivable to a point where that person don't even want to talk to you ever again in life. Oh, you messed up. But I'm saying this to say though, y'all. I'm saying this to say, like, y'all know how, like, in them type of situations, how a woman will it's like she's already doing bad, and then she'll try to avoid rejection, right? She'll try to avoid accountability because she don't want to be rejected, right? She knows she's cheating on you. She knows she's being a hoe. She knows she's doing this, but she's like, damn, I don't want to be rejected, so I'm gonna just continue being a hoe. You know what I mean? And then she goes out there, and then now she really leaves you alone. Not even playing fun. She ghosts you because she's been caught, right? So she does all this to try to avoid rejection. And then in the end, she still gets rejected. All her secrets still come out. You know what I'm saying? She figures it's a waste of time. She destroyed her family. She can't ever come back. She can't even be a friend. Her reputation's messed up. She can't even really speak highly on the person that she did it to, because she spoke so bad about that person out of anger off of her getting caught treating that person foully. You know what I'm saying? So now, if she tells the truth, or even tells really what's what with that person, how she even really feels about that person, how she really loves that person, it's like I'm gonna just be quiet, because I started all these, I had all these flying monkeys against you. I had all these smear campaigns against you. I tried to turn any and everyone against you, whoever I could, and I was willing to say whatever to make you look like a bad person. But even a lot of this stuff that I was saying about you, that's really with me myself. That's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. You know what I'm saying? But these like situations, stuff like I came out of, you know what I mean? Situations with people towards me, and like a lot of games that was played and stuff. And I'm saying this to say, you gotta keep going forward. You know what I mean? And you gotta stand for something, right? Like the only person that I would get in a relationship with right now, even if I'm while I'm in a situation that I'm in with what I'm dealing with, it would be Brittany. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's it. If it's not Brittany, I don't want nobody else. I don't feel connected to anybody else like that. But her, oh yeah, definitely. And that was since I first met her, it's been like that. And I had to keep it a secret for the longest, but I don't care about keeping it a secret no more. But I'm just trying to get stuff in order before, like, I make like those final steps towards her and shit like that. But it's like, yeah, like I said, life is wild. I'm still here, In my mind, I look at it like I'm shining, because you see, a lot of people look at growth and progress from just a financial standpoint. And it's so crazy when people do that, right? Because a lot of the stuff to get that financial point, it's a lot of stuff that has to be good underneath for that to even be good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how could people ignore all of these things and then just look at the financial stable? You know what I mean? Or as if it's nothing else to get there, right? But it's like a lot of the growth that I've been doing, it hasn't been financial. It's been on a whole nother level. It's been on the inside. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I don't want to say something so direct to be so direct, but I'm gonna just say this. I'm very powerful. I'm gonna just say that. I'm not trying to scare nobody, especially if they don't know certain stuff or anything like that. But I'm very, very powerful. And I am protected in a lot of ways. If you see me and just the physical, and you see me and you think it's just me, you would be crazy to think that I'm just alone. You know what I'm saying? That's not good to think like that. And you got to be careful messing with chosen people. You know what I mean? Because you can do stuff to chosen people and curse your whole bloodline. Everything that you do off the fact of you messing with a chosen one. You know what I mean? You really got to be careful. Everybody don't got the same protection, y'all. That's why a lot of times people are like, oh, people be like, dang, that person's been through so much. That person's so strong. Not to say that the person isn't strong, but a lot of times it ain't really about that person being so strong or strong. It's about the protection that person has. It's about the calling that's on their life. If you can change your fate, but in a way you can't change your destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something like for instance, right? I know my fate, it was fated for me to meet the mother of my child. And I realized it was fate off of me to learn what I needed to learn from it, and for her to learn what she needed to learn from it. The reason why it changed like that was because she didn't appreciate it, and she took advantage of it in a negative manner and tried to play on it. And basically like tried to smack God in the face. And that's the worst thing you can do to God, Nothing good is gonna come out of that. So yeah, but my biggest power, if y'all want to know where one of my biggest powers comes from, A lot of the stuff that was supposed to make me think low about myself or negative, it actually did the opposite. That's the stuff that actually gave me power. And I transmuted it to that off of knowing a lot of them things was purposely being done to me to try to have me not receive power or have any power. You hear what I'm saying? Like I reversed a lot of that stuff. So all the stuff that like a lot of people do to like try to embarrass people or make people feel low about them stuff about themselves and stuff like that, all of that stuff I'm going to gain power from. You know, because I already know how it's weaponized. And it's like that same concept with anything, just about really you know what I mean? So that's what, so really understand what I'm saying. When I'm saying this, when I'm talking about like, oh, I don't care about being liked and stuff like that. This is the standpoint in which I be speaking from when I be saying that type of stuff. Because it's like, I know people try to weaponize people's growth off of like, fake shit. Like, hold on, I'm about to break this down to y'all. Let me get on this bus for you. How are you doing today? Like I know how people I know how people try to weaponize like people's power. A lot of times, y'all, like if people, and this goes with anything, not even just on here, y'all. Anything that somebody's trying to do. I don't care if a woman's doing hair. I don't care if a man is doing football. I don't give a fuck what it is. A lot of times, when people see your growth and stuff, that they'll do things, they'll like spite you in regards of blocking your spirit, or you're not to have the same faith in whatever that thing is, whatever it is you're trying to get done. You know, sometimes people do it even unintentionally. You know what I mean? Sometimes people do this on purpose, but sometimes people are in such a bad place, in such a dark place, so much not working on themselves, so much focused on the wrong things, that they'll do this like subconsciously, not even realizing that they're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, you're being used for evil. You know? You know what I'm saying? Because when it's on the other end, you're aware. So you're going to know if you're being used for righteousness. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. So it's like a lot of people's spiritual maturity, like that, like from a spiritual context, they're very young. You know, they're very young. You know, but this isn't everybody that's broke, and this isn't everybody that has money. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's caking and got money that's very spiritually in tune. You know, there's people that don't have anything financially, and they're not in tune at all, or they might be. You know what I'm saying? It goes a lot of different ways, but I just want to say this just to say, always stand in your power. Make sure whatever it is that you're doing, right, that you're not doing that. Like while I'm on here, I don't get on here and be like, oh, I gotta have 5 likes or whatever likes I get, I gotta get more, or I gotta reach a certain amount of people. You get what I'm saying? I don't be thinking about that, because I know that I'm reaching the world already by what I'm doing on a regular basis, not even on the internet. You know? And I'm more concerned about going the right path than going with everybody else to look like I'm going the right path. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, because I know the psychological damage that's been done to everybody, including myself, right? Anything in which a lot of people go towards or go forth in, I'm gonna extra question, and I'm gonna put an extra magnifying glass on that. You hear what I'm saying? I know it's something in there, you know? I'm gonna be real with y'all. The average people aren't like that though. You know, and I'm not knocking them for being like that. I'm just not gonna be in that category. You get what I'm saying? Y'all can. I feel like everybody must go crazy in life at least once. Because if you don't go crazy, you're never gonna be your true self. You know, you're always gonna just do whatever everybody says. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ever get a backbone. You know. Hey, shout out Marvell, shout out Don Bro, shout out Faradun. Hey, shout out Secularism CEO. Hey, shout out everybody that's tapped in, man. Shout out y'all. I told you I don't really be reading the comments and stuff like that, but you know I'll speak my piece. I'll look in real quick. I'll give shout outs to some people and shit like that. You know what I mean? That tapped in, or if you said something or showed love in any shape, way, or form. You feel me? I'll be more concerned about just getting my thoughts out. You know, but just know that there are people that get shunned out by the world off of financial reasons or going against whatever's the norm and whatever category that'll fit, that need to be protected more. You know, there's a lot of these people out here. You know, I'm not the only one. You know, and sometimes like I feel like I be on here for them, for y'all. You know. Even if I haven't spoke to y'all individually, I know it's a lot of y'all out there that feel what I'm saying. You know, even if y'all see my videos, because I do be seeing the viewers and stuff, and I be seeing just all the time, my likes and stuff don't add up to my viewers. So that lets me know a lot of people want to see what I'm doing, or care what I gotta say. But however, so they're using it, you know, for righteousness for them. If so, they don't wanna give gratitude towards it. You hear what I'm saying? But that's the majority of like what the system is ran on. That same way of thinking, you know. It's like let me get what I can get from you, but I don't want to give you credit for that. What does that sound like? It almost sounds like me saying broadly what's been done to us organic people, right? You know, let me go in your house and take your house from you, right? You don't even, so fast forward, you don't even know I took your house from you. Then I'm fucking up everything in your house. I'm even finding stuff in your house where that should be like an eye opener for you to let you know that this isn't my house. But you still don't look at me like this is my house. You think this actually is my house, or you're scared to let me know that this isn't my house. So you're just gonna settle and act like it's not your house, not your house. You know? Then you know what I mean. Then you'll let me move everything around and just and have everything in a certain place. Like this is really what's going on. So it's a lot, y'all, but like it's just crazy. And then like it even gets further in it because then it's like you take my house from me. You take my house from me. And it's like I don't even know it's my house. And then you offer I actually believe I don't even have anything. Because you took my house from me. I'm out here thinking like I don't got anything, nothing is mine. The whole time everything is mine. I'm connected to everything. Everything has me in it. You feel me? And then you offer me Lord trinkets here and there, and I'm taking it as like bait, as far as like to make myself being of any type of not lacking situation in which you created for me, or in which I accepted, you know, by believing that you're supposed to be in my house, you know. But you don't got a connection to anything in that house though. Tell me I'm lying, you know. This shit's real, y'all. This shit's real as shit. And it's like, I'm sorry that I got a different lens how I do, but it hurts so bad. But like I said, that's why I make sure I make it to your next day, because I tell myself, oh yeah, y'all did all of this. You think I'm not gonna see this shit crash all the way? You would have to be crazy, you know. You'd have to be crazy. But I will say this though, if anybody do want to help out in any shape, way, or form, I'm probably just gonna put it up on there because I'm gonna be honest, I damn near struggle so much, y'all. I damn near don't even care about this shit no more. I swear to fucking God, I don't. I really don't, because we basically almost home. We basically here. This shit's almost over. They know it. They just not telling it to y'all how it really is. But people that know these instruments and how DNA's being affected and what's really hitting this planet right now, and you know, we know where we at. This shit's basically over. You know, for real. This shit's basically over. So, you know what I mean? More that our brothers and sisters come in, but they acting like it ain't already segments of our brothers and sisters that's already been here and been cloaking themselves and everything. You know what I mean? So it's like we almost home, y'all. This is the last of all that shit. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that. Oh yeah, I do want to say this. So a couple of videos back when I was in the lower restroom and I was shaving and shit. Well, with the clippers and shit, right? Um, I started like rapping some of this song I'm working on or whatever, right? Y'all, tell me why that shit started like skipping and all of that shit. That shit was skipping and shit, right? I noticed that whenever it's like certain stuff. But it's like the energy that I sensed from it when I saw that on my phone, I said, oh, they don't want nobody to hear my music. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to know this too, because I know I hear a lot of stuff that people say about. I feel it. You know, I feel it. All stuff that I'm aware of as far as what I speak on and which I'm right about, and then even anything that's in the category of me possibly being wrong, that I guess someone would be like, oh, he's just paranoid about, or you know, he's been through a lot to your point that everything feels like an attack, or anything that's on that boat, right? Y'all gotta realize all the stuff that happened to me and which what I'm dealing with, even still right now. I haven't seen my child since 2020, y'all. That was like 5 years ago. You know, this was weaponized against me purposely by this woman to try to destroy me. You know, as like a punishment for me choosing myself and leaving her ass in the dirt. You know, but not in you have to punish her though. I did that so she can heal. You know, because I said to myself, I said, damn, you're being with me. Or me being with you while you just continuously, that's not going to help you heal. I'm going to have to leave your ass and then leave you forever just for you to see how bad you are and heal, you know, so you can heal. But even if you don't heal, regardless, you're not going to be around me doing that shit no more. You know, you ain't going to be cutting off any more years of my life. You know, that bitch took 5 years from my life, y'all, you know, and that did like a lot to me. It changed me entirely. It's made me look at everything different. Like I saw the visions and the dreams of a lot of shit that she did in a lot of ways. You know, I saw her drinking, talking about me negatively and stuff like that, drunk and shit, intoxicated. I seen all this shit like firsthand, you know. And that's why I said a lot of stuff that I seen and I was aware about. That's once I really became aware. I said, oh, finito. The worst thing you can do is lose Aquarius's trust or anything like that. Because Aquariuses, we're already like fast thinking people and we get depressed a lot and shit like that, right? So you gotta think about it. For Aquarius to shut down on you, because we're really smart. We're so smart. A lot of people think that like most people, you'll hear people say shit like this about Aquariuses, y'all. They'll be like, they think they know it all. They think they know it all, you know? You'll see that quick about Aquarius and stuff, you know? But I'm gonna be honest though. One of the things that really grosses me out though is that like the mother of my child is like watching me right now and shit. You watching me right now. To me, like that's so gross because I don't even look at you like that no more. You know, like for real. I'm not sexually attracted to you. I'm not in love with you. I don't love you. You know what I mean? That's really gross to me. For you to be watching me or anyone attached to you that you're not messing with to be watching me or anything like that. That's all that type of stuff is just so gross and toxic. That's why I just left all y'all where y'all at from the outside. But even doing that from the outside, just gross. But my Brit though, that's another story. Now my Brit, if you're watching me Brit, I ain't even gonna front. You know, I'm gonna give you the biggest hug when I see you. I'm gonna lift you off your feet. You so much, I ain't even gonna lie. Like that's a whole nother story when it comes to you. It's a different frequency. It's a whole different You know what I mean? And I know that we had some down and outs and stuff. You feel me? In that short period of time of us around each other, whatever. But um, I just have a different lens. I ain't asking for anyone to understand my lens. I just know who's gonna understand my lens is gonna be that. Everyone else don't matter. But I know who I want to be with though, and that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. But I'm also comfortable with I'm just comfortable with myself. I'm confident in myself. I know that if for whatever reason, even a person that I'm in love with, if I wasn't to be with her, you know what I'm saying? I know that there would be a woman out there to be even better for me. Then that's all that would mean. I know what's for me is gonna be for me, and what's not for me is gonna slowly show itself and reveal itself and be out of my life. And I'm happy with that. I'm content with all the people that did me wrong. I don't care about the details or anything. Um, I don't care about any of that type of shit. All I care about is the moment I feel anybody's energy isn't right with me, I'm kicking you out of my life. That has nothing to do with my financial situation. So whether I'm up or I'm poor and I'm sleeping outside, it don't matter. I'm gonna kick you out of my life. You know, that's what I'm on. And it's gonna be no conversation. Straight block you completely. Numbers, social media, nothing. And I'm gonna cut off everybody that's connected to you too. The moment if I cut you off, because I don't want to deal with anyone that's dealing with you once I cut you off. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. So I'm not playing with nobody. Like I'm not gonna argue with you. For real. And then at that point you could just talk about me from the outside, but it's no longer my problem because it's not to me directly. For real, y'all. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. But the only people that I want the only people I want in my life is my Brit, my mom, and her family and shit. I fuck with her family hella tough. I fuck with her sister. I fuck with her mom hella tough. I fuck with her mom hella tough. I'm not gonna lie. I be fucking with her mom, cause her mom be giving me this look like she no front her mom be giving me this look she knows I've been through a lot. I know she do. I know her mom knows I've been through a lot. That's why she started being a little bit easy on me from when she first met me, because I could tell that she was able to tell that. And then when she was able to tell that, um, she still respected the way I carried myself and stuff around all the stuff that she could tell I've been through. I could tell she had a lot of respect for me, because at first she might not have been able to tell, but then she was able to tell. And it's one of them things where you really think about it, where I don't take anything serious no more. I don't. Where we're at, what's going on? This shit is just another day, y'all. For real, for real. Until we closer to this. For me, it's almost like life don't even really start until this shit crash. You know what I mean? All the way. That's really what I'm with it. It's like I'm here, and anything of it that I'm dealing with is because of all the other people around me that's associating, to the last of however so that they can. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, I'm not even here, y'all. That's another reason why I don't really want no association with nobody, really, because most of the people don't think how I think. And I'm not trying to force you to think how I think, because I'm already fine being completely by myself. I hope that you would see how I think, because it's from a very powerful place, But if you don't, I'm fine with that. It's all good. Kudos to you. Enjoy your day. You know, just like everything else that I've said, the people that's happening right, everything else is gonna happen the same way. So it's up to y'all. Hold on real quick, y'all. You know. you doing today?
Hey.
I'm doing all right. Do you know if this is for this upcoming week or if it's today? You know, I'm guessing it's probably today.
Yeah.
Probably today.
Okay.
That's a rainy Tuesday. I saw someone over there. They should come back out.
Okay.
I know sometimes if they're not in here, sometimes like they're like just like walking around,
Yeah.
like kind of
Yeah.
periodically checking everything.
Yes.
Alright, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, hello, y'all. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, shit is crazy, y'all. One thing I want to put on everybody though is this, like, you know, you control the food growth and development, like, your future and stuff like that. You know what's happening to you, where you're going. I noticed that like a lot of people are getting so caught up in all the distractions in which they presenting around the real issues. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to they don't know how to discern the difference of these people's ways, y'all. They don't really know how to do that. And you gotta be able to see beyond the distractions and stuff. Like a lot of times anyone that you mess with, that you're supposed to be with and stuff like that, it's gonna be people that's trying to like come in between y'all. You get what I'm saying? And you got to be on some type of time where you like, man, it's us against the world. You can't be fighting against it. You got to be fighting for your man, for your woman. You get what I'm saying? I was born in 1992, so I know that well. Like if I'm with you or I'm rocking with you, it's me and you against the world. You know, I'm even on you more than I'm on like about like my mom and dad's so-called sake, because it's like I understand that you're the family I create. I understand that you're the family I create. You're the person that I'm going to die with, most likely. You get what I'm saying? So that's something very powerful. That's not something to like slightly look over or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? You can't slightly look over someone that you spending the rest of your life with, or that, you know, you had kids with. That's someone you connected to for the rest of your life. So you should respect it like that. That's all I'm saying. But people never look at it like, that was one of the things that like I never got, and I'm gonna emphasize it. I don't give a fuck, y'all. I'm gonna emphasize the shit out this. I never understood how like I never understood I never understood how people would really take advantage of anybody, but in any shape, way, or form, try to take advantage of somebody that they have a family with. Like that never, because it's like it always thought to me like, why would you cause, y'all know, just to like cheat on people and mess around and be like, hopping from dick to dick and stuff. Like that's already a lot for a man to deal with a woman and stuff like that. But it's like, for you to do that with somebody that you have a kid with, and then you out here having kids and getting pregnant, getting Plan Bs and catching STDs and shit like that. Like that's kind of like, it's kind of like OD, y'all. It's kind of like OD. But it's even crazier that crazier women in this generation that either they think that they're not going to get caught, like it's not going to catch up to them, or them just not caring, and that's even worse because women come first. The moment, to be honest with y'all, I feel like that's when the world got fucked up. The moment women stopped caring about the true growth and development of children, that's when the world got fucked up. After, us falling in frequency, just talking and shit like that, and interacting firsthand with these humans and shit like that. Like all of that's like a line, It's all definitely in it, and it's like people could say whatever, but these are facts. These are facts, and you can't overlook the facts. Can't overlook the facts. Can't do that. I'm in hell, but I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make it to your next day. To make sure I see this shit crash, y'all. I just don't know. The only thing that's bothering me is like I'm becoming like really, really impatient. Because like anybody that knows me, they know I like to speak my mind and how I feel and stuff like that. And I haven't got to speak to my baby for real. Like I need to see them eyes. I need to see her, And it's like I'm not in any place to go up in there or nothing and see her or anything like that with what I'm dealing with. Let me get to this metro. Damn. Can you wait for me? They see me in my situation. They always be trying to leave me and shit. This nigga just stopped. He already trying to leave. He should at least stop for like 60 seconds. Look, this nigga stopped. What was that? Like 20 seconds. He was like, stop for 20 seconds. I'm about to. Like, I appreciate you waiting for me, Reflection. Like, thank you for waiting for me, bro.
I was waiting for you.
Thank you.
Waving through.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm about to go and like wash up and stuff. Clean up the best that I can real quick. Get freshened up. Y'all life is sweet. Y'all don't know hell for real. Y'all probably just got up. Shoot, I can't even just get up and take a piss. I gotta, man. Y'all get up, go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Just hop right in the shower in the hot water. You feel me? What a luxury, What a luxury. But it's all good, though. I'm about to get right, and then I'm about to attack this day. The most conversations that's important in life are the conversations that you have with yourself. If you even have an inner dialogue. Some people don't have an inner dialogue. And that's very scary. You don't have an inner dialogue. That's very scary. But yeah, I'm gonna tap in with y'all. I'm good stopping up with y'all. Got a good 51 minutes in. Survived another morning, rising. tatted Saturday, but I was just too depressed. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm getting tatted tomorrow. You know. I have like addiction with tattoos now, y'all, because it's like it feels good bringing myself pain to myself instead of like me giving it out. Like it helps me control my, believe it or not, I don't know how, y'all, but it helps me control my temper and my anger. For me to give myself pain through tattoos than for me to snap on people or go after anyone. I'm a whole different person now. And, I'm proud. I'm proud of who I am now. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all. So Lord, beer points and RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. You already know the fucking slogan, man. Y'all enjoy y'all rising. Brittany, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your day. Don't be too feisty. You feel me? And I'm gonna tap in with y'all in a little bit, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day for real.